Is it Apkon or Apkin? And do you like to be called Michael or Mike?
It's Apkon, and I very much prefer Mike.
Are you married? Do you have any kids?
I'm married. I have 2 children. My daughter is a medical student here at Tufts, and I have a son that just started law school.
Hi, Mike. I have a question for you. What's your favorite TV show?
One of the things I've watched recently that I've really liked is Westworld, which I think is an interesting take on where the future is going with artificial intelligence.
Hi, Mike. Are you an early riser or a night owl?
Definitely an early riser.
What was your first job?
My first job was delivering newspapers from my bicycle. My first job that I actually had to go someplace to was a short order cook at the Howard Johnson's on the Mass Turnpike in Framingham.
Hi, Dr. Apkon. What attracted you to Tufts Medical Center and Floating Hospital for Children?
I think the rich history of medical education, research, and really advanced clinical care provides the kind of setting that I really enjoy being a part of. I also felt that the commitment of the staff to patient care, high quality, safety, creates the kind of culture that I really want to be a part of.
What's one thing on your bucket list?
So one of the things on my bucket list is sailing from New England to the Caribbean. But one of the things I recently ticked off on my bucket list was learning to ride a motorcycle.
What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to music pretty broadly. I often listen to Spotify and just look at whatever is new that week to try to get a sense of where music's going. But I like jazz, and in particular Miles Davis and John Coltrane, that era of jazz.
What is your favorite book?
I'm not sure I have a favorite book. I tend to recall those books that influenced my thinking the most. The summer read that was most influential in my thinking was Yuval Harari's *Sapiens*.
I heard you're from Framingham. What are you looking forward to now that you're back?
I love the city of Boston and the scale of the city with its neighborhoods. I also really appreciate the proximity to the ocean, to the mountains, to places to hike and to enjoy the outside.
Dr. Apkon, what's your favorite food?
I don't have a particularly favorite food. I'm vegetarian though, and I like to explore different ethnic varieties of vegetarian fare.
What do you see as the most important problem that needs to be resolved in the way we care for patients today?
I think hospitals in general are organized in a way that is much more provider-centric. The patients move from provider to provider as they go through the process of injury, illness, and recovery. And I think the most important transformation that we need to see is a system that's really built around the patient.
What was your favorite thing to do in Toronto?
One of my favorite things in Toronto was to take the ferry from downtown to Toronto Island, which is a large open park where you can bike and walk and sit on the beach or sail. A really nice way to spend a summer afternoon.
What's something you love about Boston?
I love the history. I love being able to walk the streets and be able to recall a span of history that really spans the entire history of this country.
Here at Tufts, we like to say we're always thinking ahead for our patients and families. What does always thinking ahead mean to you?
Well, the idea of always thinking ahead really resonates with me. As a physician, thinking about what the patient needs in order to be able to go home safely and then working back from there to ensure that there are no delays, that everything is done effectively, efficiently, and safely is really at the heart of delivering excellent medical care. I think for a medical center like Tufts Medical Center, thinking about the changes that are happening around us in healthcare, the changes that patients are demanding, that the payers are demanding, really means that we have to be thinking about not what are we doing today, but what do we have to be doing 10 years from now.